Good day, grade 9 learners. I am Teacher Richil. Today, I will help you in your learning journey as you simplify expression with rational exponents. Please note that when simplifying expression with rational exponents, you should remember the laws of integral exponents. The rule is the same. However, you need to remember the rules in adding fractions. In adding fraction, you can only add fraction if they are similar. Otherwise, you need to change dissimilar fraction to similar fraction. Example: simplify quantity 2c raised to 2/5 times quantity 2 cubed c raised to 2/5. Applying product of a power, a raised to m times a raised to n equals a raised to m plus n, adding the exponent of the same base. So we have 2 raised to 1 plus 3, c raised to 2/5 plus 2/5. Applying the rule in adding fraction, we have 2 raised to 4, c raised to 4/5. Let's simplify 2 raised to 4, c raised to 4/5 equals 16 c raised to 4/5. Therefore, quantity 2c raised to 2/5 times quantity 2 cubed c raised to 2/5 equals 16c raised to 4/5. Do you follow? Great! Let us continue. Example: simplify quantity x raised to 4/13 times quantity x raised to 5/26. Applying product of a power, a raised to m times a raised to n equals a raised to m plus n. So we have x raised to 4/13 plus 5/26. Applying the rule in adding dissimilar fraction, since 4/13 and 5/26 are dissimilar fractions, the least common denominator between 13 and 26 is 26. So we have x raised to 8/26 plus 5/26. The answer is x raised to 13/26. Simplifying the rational exponent, we have x raised to 13/26 equals x raised to 1/2. Therefore, quantity x raised to 4/13 times quantity x raised to 5/26 equals x raised to 1/2. Another example: simplify h a raised to 1/5 w raised to 3/8 all over h raised to -2 a raised to 1/5 w raised to 8/4. Applying quotient of a power, a raised to m over a raised to n equals a raised to m minus n. So we have h raised to 1 minus -2, a raised to 1/5 minus 1/5, w raised to 3/8 minus 8/4. Applying the rule in subtraction of integers and fraction, we have h raised to 1 plus 2, a raised to 0, w raised to 3 over 8 minus 16 over 8 equals h raised to 3, 1. Since any number raised to 0 is always equal to 1, w raised to negative 13 over 8. Final answer must have a positive exponent. Hence, we apply simplifying expression with negative exponent. The final answer is h cubed over w raised to 13 over 8. Therefore, h a raised to 1 over 5, w raised to 3 over 8, all over h raised to negative 2, a raised to 1 over 5, w raised to 8 over 4 equals h cubed over w raised to 13 over 8. Do you follow? Great! Let us continue. Simplify quantity 5 raised to 1/2, x raised to 1/4 raised to 2. Applying power of a power, a raised to m raised to n equals a raised to m times n. So we have 5 raised to 1/2 times 2, x raised to 1/4 times 2 equals 5 raised to 2 over 2, x raised to 2 over 4. Let's simplify. We have 5 raised to 1, x raised to 1/2, and the final answer is 5x raised to 1/2. Therefore, quantity 5 raised to 1/2, x raised to 1/4 raised to 2 equals 5x raised to 1/2. One more example. Simplify quantity a raised to 12 over b raised to 6 raised to 1 over 6. A raised to 12 over b raised to 6 raised to 1 over 6 equals a raised to 12 raised to 1 over 6 over b raised to 6 raised to 1 over 6. Applying power of a power, a raised to m raised to n equals a raised to m times n. So we have a raised to 12 times 1 over 6 over b raised to 6 times 1 over 6. Multiplying the exponents, we have a raised to 12 over 6 over b raised to 6 over 6. Simplifying the exponents, we have a raised to 2 over b raised to 1. And the final answer is a raised to 2 over b. Therefore, a raised to 12 over b raised to 6 raised to 1 over 6 equals a raised to 2 over b. At this point, let us wrap up what you have learned. You have to remember, when simplifying expression with rational exponents, follow the rules on the law of exponents and the rules on performing integers and fractions. This ends our video lesson for today. Once again, this is Teacher Richil, wishing you a wonderful day. Happy learning!